You aren't ready for this mix of touchdowns, steak, and Swiftie suspense. First up, Travis Kelce just splashed over $1 million on luxe preseason gifts for Chiefs teammates, sparking talk this could be his final season. And while his dad's partner's funeral brought family together, Travis and Taylor were notably absent. Then, Kelce's mentor Andy Reid poured fuel on wedding rumors with his playful hints.
I think it's a beautiful thing all the way around. But the thing, like I said, the thing I appreciate most is how she handles it, how Trav handles it. You know, they just do it the right way. And
over in KC, Donna Kelce is hyped for her son and Patrick Mahomes' new steakhouse opening. Meanwhile, the Summer I Turn Pretty creator Jenny Han explained the surprising lack of Taylor tracks in Season 3.
That there will be things that take you by surprise and hopefully, like, in a good way.
And finally, a supercomputer has picked the 2026 Super Bowl winner, and it's not the Chiefs, so brace yourself, Swifties. Word is, before the Chiefs even take their first official snap of 2025, Kelce and his quarterback in crime, Patrick Mahomes, have already dropped more cash than most people would spend in a lifetime, just to spoil their teammates and staff. We're talking a luxury preseason gift package that sounds more like a celebrity swag bag than a football perk. Rolex watches? Check. Louis Vuitton gear? Of course. Fancy Italian wine? Naturally. Probably inspired by those Euro trips Kelce's been taking with Taylor. Now, this wasn't just a here's a t-shirt and a water bottle situation. Nope. Each package reportedly rings in at about $17K. Do the math. 80 of these bad boys plus extras, and Kelce and Mahomes have shelled out well over $1 million before anyone's even gotten grass stains. Some inside the organization can't help but wonder if this is Kelce's big farewell tour. The thinking goes, win the Super Bowl this year, go out on top, and leave Kansas City with both rings and receipts. Apparently, the Rolex haul alone, Air King and Explorer models, set them back over $600K. Then came $300K worth of Louis Vuitton backpacks, plus nearly another $100K in LV pocket bags. They even tossed in $272K worth of luggage for good measure, maybe to make sure everyone's travel game is as strong as their playbook for that Brazil season opener against the Chargers. And the wine? Oh, it's not just any bottle. It's Giuseppe Mascarello Mon Privato Barolo 2020 at $339 a pop, straight from Italy's Piedmont region. That's not wine night, that's don't you dare spill it wine. Insiders say there's an even bigger surprise if they win their fourth Super Bowl in 7 years. Think team trip to Sardinia or Ibiza, team plane included. But while Kelce's off-season generosity is making headlines, there's also been a more somber chapter for the family this week. His dad, Ed Kelce, just lost his longtime partner, Moren Maguire, at the age of 74. Sadly, Travis and Taylor were nowhere to be seen at the funeral in Gladwine, Pennsylvania. He's locked into training camp at Missouri Western State University, and she's, well, being Taylor Swift somewhere else. Photos from the day show big brother Jason stepping up for the family, arriving with wife Kylie by his side. The mood was heavy, but the tributes to Maureen painted a picture of someone who knew exactly how to live life. Born in New York City, she made the Philly suburbs her home, raising her family with the kind of warmth and tradition that makes you think of Sunday dinners and too much dessert. She'd been a teacher, a dedicated mom, a beach lover, and a dog enthusiast. Seriously, her pup Butch was like part of the family PR team. In recent years, Maureen discovered a late-in-life love for football, traveling to see both Travis and Jason play, cheering in stadiums and mixing game days with concerts. She'd even met Taylor, which probably earned her instant cool points with half of America. People say she had a killer sense of style, tennis skirts all day every day, even though she never picked up a racket. Hosting was her superpower. If you went to one of her parties, you didn't just eat, you experienced food. Friends and family described her as that rare person who could make a stranger feel like they'd known her forever, someone who turned normal moments into cherished memories without even trying. Whether she was sipping coffee by the ocean in Cape May, chatting with neighbors, or planning the next big get-together, she made life feel full. And speaking of full, Andy Reid seems full-on ready to swap his headset for a bow tie if Travis and Taylor ever tie the knot. The Chiefs' 67-year-old head coach has been shipping this relationship from day one, and now he's dropping hints about what a Kelce Swift wedding might look like. Let's just say the man's got stories, but apparently a few are unfit for public consumption, which honestly only makes us want to hear them more.
You're at the wedding, you're giving the best man speech, or you're giving a speech at the wedding. What's the one Travis Kelce story you want to tell to make sure everybody knows?
Ooh, well, there are a few I can't tell. But
come on. Sure you can.
Reid didn't just gush about the romance. He also went on about how both of them handle fame like seasoned pros. No drama, no diva moments, just two people balancing love, careers, and, the occasional stadium full of screaming fans. He even admitted his favorite Taylor Swift album is Red, which feels extremely on brand for a man whose team colors are literally red. Coincidence? We think not.
I think it's a beautiful thing all the way around. But the thing, like I said, the thing I appreciate most is how she handles it, how Trav handles it. They just do it the right way, and they're not a distraction by any means. I do have the Red album, so I do have that one.
Adding fuel to the wedding rumor fire, Kelce recently went Instagram official with Taylor, posting never-before-seen snaps, including one with her brother Austin and another that gave away his phone wallpaper. A cozy pic of the couple. Subtle? Absolutely not. Swifties, of course, spotted it in about 0.3 seconds. Funny thing is, Kelce almost didn't make it to this chapter of his life. After that brutal Super Bowl loss to the Eagles in February, insiders say he seriously considered hanging up his cleats. Instead, he regrouped, hit the gym in Boca Raton, and returned to camp looking so fit that Reid said he looked like he'd rolled the clock back to age 20. Svelte was the word, which is not something you often hear in a football context, but here we are. And while Kelce's been sprinting like he's chasing down another ring, Mama Kelce's hyping up a whole different kind of game day, one that involves ribeyes, fancy butters, and probably more Instagram food pics than actual touchdowns. Donna Kelce is downright giddy about Travis and Patrick Mahomes' new Kansas City hotspot, 1587 Prime Steakhouse, and she's not shy about letting her Facebook friends know it. She even posed outside the soon-to-open spot like a proud mom on the first day of school, except instead of a backpack, the kids got a 10,000-square-foot fine dining temple inside the Lowe's Hotel. The place is named after their jersey numbers, but let's be honest, it could just as easily be the number of dollars you'll drop on a steak after adding truffle, chimichurri, and a bone marrow butter drizzle. Speaking of, Travis and Mahomes have already been filmed taste-testing the menu like two kids let loose in Willy Wonka's factory, except instead of chocolate rivers, it's white truffle butter and hibiscus-infused garlic spread. Mahomes apparently had one bite and knew it was a yup situation, while Kelce leaned back like the flavors just spiritually transported him into another dimension, pointing at a dish and basically telling Mahomes, "Bruh, your life needs this." Mahomes said it just made sense to bring something like this to their city since they've been regulars at Noble 33 joints elsewhere. Translation? We've eaten like kings in LA and Vegas, so now it's KC's turn. The original plan was for an early 2025 opening, but the official date's still a mystery. Which, speaking of waiting, Jenny Hahn's playing DJ with our emotions in The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3, and apparently she's got the aux cord but refuses to hit play on the Taylor Swift playlist. Swifties have been side-eyeing their TVs, wondering why the only Tay track so far is You're Losing Me in the premiere, that gut punch of a scene when Belly finds out Jeremiah cheated in Mexico. After that, crickets. And for a show that's basically been a Taylor Swift mood board in past seasons, the silence is suspicious. Jenny's been dropping little hints, telling fans to keep watching, which is basically the TV equivalent of your friend saying, "I have tea, but I can't tell you yet." Insiders say there's still room for more Tay in the back half of the season, and honestly, fans are ready to riot if it doesn't happen. Some are convinced Taylor's songs are Belly's inner monologue, and since this season's been skimping on narration and flashbacks, they think that's why the playlist's running on empty. And don't think the fandom forgot. The trailer promised Red and Daylight, and Season 2 even smuggled in an unreleased Delicate like it was contraband. Jenny knew she was playing with fire using that one in a Jeremiah scene instead of a Conrad moment, and she basically shrugged and said, "I never said Taylor was exclusive to them guys." Every song pick is apparently a calculated move, from Snow on the Beach being a nostalgia gut punch to choosing tracks that reflect exactly where Belly's head's at. Meanwhile, a certain supercomputer just crunched the NFL numbers, and Swifties might want to brace themselves because apparently Travis Kelce's fairy tale ending isn't in the algorithm script. The AI brainiac over at Opta Analyst ran its crystal ball meets spreadsheet magic and crowned the Buffalo Bills as the most likely Super Bowl 2026 champs, with a 13.4% chance. Kansas City sitting in second with 9.6%, which in NFL trash talk terms is basically, "Good job, sweetie." It's not just a gut feeling either. This model went full nerd mode, weighing quarterbacks, yardage efficiency, and matchup odds like it was auditioning for Moneyball 2.0. Turns out the Bills are projected to clock 11.1 wins, which is bad news for the Saints, who are stuck at the bottom with 5.4 wins and probably already Googling top draft picks 2026. The Eagles and Jaguars round out the almost there club with 8.7 and 8.1% chances. And yes, the Jags are apparently one algorithm's AFC darlings, even though Vegas is treating them like that one kid no one picks first in gym class. Meanwhile, Baltimore's got the best betting line according to FanDuel, but the supercomputer's like, you're sixth, sit down. Of course, the AI also factors in ties during simulations, which makes its math look like your fantasy league standings after someone forgets to set their lineup. And while the projections line up mostly with sportsbook odds, Bills, Eagles, Chiefs still hanging near the top, the little discrepancies are where the drama lives. Because remember last year? Opta swore up and down the 49ers were a lock, KC was third best, and the Eagles weren't even in the top 5. And then Philly went and proved them wrong. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.